Hi guys, John again. Nice and early. Right. A prison. I just wanted to I just wanted to tell you about when I stuck up for a deportee, because they stuck him with deportation order. That means after he's finished his prison sentence, he's not being released. Now this was a white guy born in the UK, and they've given him a bloody deportation order. So this is in Bullingdon. He climbs up the ladder, and gets onto the bloody netting. So I've been banged up with him. And I said to him, this isn't good. By the way, I'm on a scooter. I've got a bad leg. Right, yes. He comes up, and he gets on the netting. So, I'm just all against that. So I'm trying to say to him, get down, because this was his release date. And they haven't come back and said whether he's been released. So, that was a bit of a shock. Anyway, he gets released. We forget about this, You know what I'm going to say next, don't you? Go on. They served me with a bloody, Alright. They served me with a bloody, Alright. They served me, sorry guys. They served me with a bloody deportation order. Where have I come from? Well, where the fuck have I lived all my life? Been on the dole for a few years, They don't know that they didn't pay me. Anyway, I back there. So, But I did get my mum to send in the birth certificate, and it was all. But when I actually went to speak to one of the governors about it, they laughed. So that shows you what what these prisons are like. They just don't give a shit. They don't give a fuck. They'll just fucking have a laugh. Would you like the next man? I just thought I'd send you this one, Cody. Anyway, yeah, that's true. That is dead on true. I also was banged up in 2005. This was in Bullingdon, and I was in with a solicitor kind man. I think he'd beaten his wife or something like that. I know it was domestics and battery with his wife. Anyway, he was saying, why don't you write and tell them they need to sort themselves out? And so, cut a long story short, I write to them. So he starts saying to me, why don't you suggest a new and national offender management system? This I do in the letter, and you can see that on Inside Time, February 2005. If you look at that copy, you'll see a letter from me, John Oakes. You'll see a letter from me, and suggestion about the National Offender Management System, which at that time they haven't got. So I'm quite surprised they used that idea, because now they've rolled it out nationwide. Sorry again, Cody. I know you guys aren't popular with the National Offender Management System, but that wasn't what we intended. We intended for it to help bloody offenders, not go against them. So, there you go. But anyway, it's all good. I just thought I'd give you a live video, yeah, of me out and about. Hi, mate. Hi, it's John again. Yes. We were talking about this Bullingdon earlier, and upload was a bit disturbed. Now, what it was, a friend of mine, I was in my cellmate, Steve, might say his surname. He was from Oxford. We're in Bullingdon. Anyway, he's got about 2 weeks left he's got about 4 weeks left on his release date till he's released. They serve him with deportation orders like they would your Asian guy or your Chinese people or your non-British person who come into the UK. Exactly the same papers, because I've seen them before, from the Home Office in London. Can't remember the name of the house, but it's Wellesley House or something like that. Anyway, he's going mad because he's had an argument with a prison officer before, and it's a comeback at him. This is what they do to get back at you in the prison service. If you fuck them over, or you say something about them, or you piss them off, they will fuck you over. This is what they did to Steve. They sent him this order. Anyway, the morning of his release, he's heard nothing. Nobody's come to his cell and said get ready to release. This is what they normally do. The normal protocols of being pissed at the wall. So he's upset over this by now. You know, you can imagine he's upset. Anyway, I'm sticking up for him. I'm having to work with the screws. You know, I'm having to work with officers I knew that were all right. You know, they weren't your normal arseholes. You know, I couldn't get nothing, no sense out of it. So I starts getting upset. I said, you can't do this to the fella. You know, we're all fucking. You know, not exactly remember what I said, but you can imagine. Anyway. So, I've done this. Eventually, Steve's released. Didn't hear anything else about it, couldn't speak to him. Steve was bad into the drugs, so I suppose he's run out. You know, I don't want to say he ran out to the drugs because I don't know, but it's probably. You know, he said he was going to write and that, and he didn't, but he let me know what happened. Anyway, comes to my release date, and you know what I'm going to say, don't you? They served me with the same bloody papers. I've been here, I've claimed unemployment benefit allowance for years, and they can't really tell me I've done that. And they're being serious about this. So I get my brother and my mum and that, because they're too far away from me, to send in a birth certificate. But meanwhile, I'm on A-wing in Bullingdon then. I go to see one of the governors there, who I know. She's a woman governor, she isn't too bad. But she's fair. Always been fair with me, I think, until this. Anyway, when I mentioned it, you know, 'cause she was a serious woman, you know, I'd say she was, you know, she just didn't seem to smile. When I mentioned it and I told her what had gone on, she laughed. She's gone into one then with thoracic laughter. That annoyed me, but you know, that did relieve me a little bit because I thought to myself, at least, you know, it's probably a practical joke. It wasn't. They put it all through the Home Office. I'd written back, and you know, they didn't believe anything until the birth certificate came through. That's when it all changed. You know, we were never not going home and all that. They said to me, well, that's not what it said in the letter. You know, so you know that they've got their little ways of getting back at you. So you want to be careful with upsetting prison officers. What do they call them? Your normal the civvies, the civilian workers that work in the prison. They're not screws. They don't open doors for you. Don't upset them either, because they'll fuck you over as well. Another one, a PO. I was actually going in the office to complain about something, and I saw the PO in there, who I didn't particularly like at Bullingdon, and he had his foot on a letter. And he's got his foot on it, and as soon as I walked in the office, he's put his foot straight on the letter. So, for some funny reason, I said, oh, what's that letter then? And he said, no, I'm not saying you. I said, well, you're bottleless. And he took his foot off it. It had my name on it. Well, I went mad. I said, what the fuck are you doing? Trampling on my mail, you prick. What's who you're talking to? I said, I don't give a fuck who you are. I've only got 3 months left or something. You ain't doing that to me. I'll be waiting at the gate for you, you cunt, and all that. Are you threatening me? I said, no, listen, mate, you're the cunts that are on my mail. So that's what they're like in there. I could go into, and I will go into, you know, I'm going to rack through my brain and I will tell you guys about what's gone on. A lot of people don't give a fuck. And in a lot of respects, I don't blame them. You got victims out here, people I've robbed, upset, whatever. I've never been a serious offender. You know, I'm not shotgun, it's just shoplifting and, you know, over the years. But obviously as I've got older, this has declined. But anyway, to Cody and all the boys, respect to you. My next upload will be very soon. From Big John, yeah, down in West Berkshire, yeah? Take it easy, guys.